Welcome all. This is a demonstration of Game Center online play in Manta Interactive's Red Rover, The War to End All Wars. First off, we have a new home screen where you'll find buttons to show you our other fine apps, our Red Rover website, a button to play head-to-head, and our new Game Center enabled online play. This is the online play command screen. Up top, you will find a button to bring up the new Game Center leaderboards, where you can see how you rank against other Red Rover players. You can find your career score total, as well as your best single game. Next up, we have achievements. Think of these as in-game challenges. Some are easy, and some are crazy hard to complete. In online mode, you can play as the British, or switch sides and play as the Germans. To find a random opponent, first click on the Matchmaking button, then click on the Play Now button. When Game Center finds an opponent, you'll be connected and you will see your opponent's alias on your display. Once connected, you can change your game settings. Music volume and effects volumes just affect your iPad, but initial resource level and randomizer are shared with your opponent. If both sides are on a Wi-Fi connection, you can enable audio chats with your opponent. To disconnect from a game, you can just click on Matchmaking. You'll be prompted if you really want to disconnect. To play against one of your Game Center friends, click on Matchmaking, then click on Invite Friends. You'll be shown a list of your friends. Select the friend you want to play against, then click Next. You'll be given the option to send a personalized invitation message. When ready, click on Send, and the invitation will be sent to your friend's iPad. You will now see your friend's alias with the status of Waiting. When they accept, the status will change to Ready. You will then press Play Now. Once connected, check your mutually agreed upon game setting. Pressing the Start button will let your opponent know you are ready to play. If your opponent has pressed Start, you will see the status light flashing. Don't keep them waiting. As soon as the countdown ends, you can start deploying your forces. It is wise to get some unit out to cover your supply dumps as soon as possible. See your opponent deploying their forces. Watch out, the action can get frantic very quickly. Tank traps will slow down tanks. Barbed wire will slow down infantry, but not for long. It's always best to back up your offensive units and defensive units with artillery. Power, when used at the right moment, can be decisive, but be careful. They are very vulnerable to flying over lots of infantry and trenches. While in the battle, you can touch on the gears instead of the screen to bring up some in-game controls. You can turn the voice controls on and off, and you can adjust the music and effects volume. If you must leave the game, you can bring up the in-game controls and touch on the surrender flag. It is best to play a game out to its completion. That way you will still get points and achievements earned during the game and have a happy opponent. At the end of the battle, touch on the return icon to go back to your online command screen. You can choose to play another game against the same opponent, or disconnect. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, visit us on the web at mantedinteractive.com/redrover.